Hey there guys, what's up? It's Autobot Mike 18 here, back with a very, very crucial and important video that is going to be obsolete by tomorrow morning. Seriously, this video's not going to matter at all anymore. It's literally just for this one day. Oh well, I want to make this. It's fun. It's fun. Okay, but how you guys doing? What's up? As you can tell, guys, by the title of the video, these are my absolute final predictions for the 2015 Oscar nominations. A lot of you guys probably like, Mike, it's the Oscars. Who cares? They're impartial. They snub too many people every year. Look at Jake Gyllenhaal last year. Okay, who would have ever seen that coming? Okay, a lot of you guys have sincere, negative, mixed thoughts about the Oscars, and that's fine. I enjoy award season. Okay, that's just how I am. I love the competition. Yeah, people get snubbed and you get all wild up, you get angry, but then you talk about those snubs, okay? So it's not like, it's bad, but yeah, kind of is bad for the person. No, all kidding aside. No, I really do enjoy award season, especially the Oscars, because they're the biggest of the big. I enjoy getting my predictions and seeing if I'm right, and then of course when the actual show happens, seeing if I'm right. I enjoy all that stuff. I really do. So that being said, of course I still wanted to give you guys predictions for the nominees. Now the nominations are being announced tomorrow morning. If you guys would like to do your own live reactions, they do it at 5:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, which is 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And they read them in California, so don't ask me why they're doing it at 5:30 in the morning. I don't know why they don't do it at noon, but it's the Oscars. They can do whatever they want, right? Right. So yeah, that's always been odd to me, but I always have fun. Now I'm not gonna do a live hangout reaction, oh guys, look, it's 8:30 in the morning, I'm awake, I'm gonna react to the Oscars, blah blah blah. No, I am going to sleep in a little bit, and as soon as I'll get up early enough, of course, and I will be doing a reaction video to the Oscar reading of the Oscar nominations, and I'll be posting that right after I film the video. So I'm going to be inactive on social media everywhere. I am not even going to look at my phone when I wake up in the morning because I do not want one spoiler. Okay, if I get just one, I will be severely disappointed. Okay, so that being said, that's how hyped I am for the Oscars. And to quote Carol Ann from Poltergeist, they're here. They are coming, and they are here. So guys, with that said, let's get into my Oscar predictions, my final Oscar predictions. These are the films people I think are going to get nominated very big tomorrow come Oscar announcements. Now, just to clarify, these are my absolute final predictions, and I am going to go through all of the main categories of what all the big categories. The only categories I'm not going to do are best documentary, best foreign language film, best short doc, best short film. I haven't seen any of the films that will or will not get nominated, so that's why I'm not going to comment. I did see one big doc this year that's probably going to get nominated, and that's Amy. I won't be surprised if that gets nominated. That was a great film. And I did see one foreign film, but I don't think it's going to get nominated. I don't think it made the short list. Mediterranean by Jonas Carpignano. I thought that was a really good film as well, but that's probably not going to get nominated. So I can't comment on that. I also saw another great doc, The Fear of 13, but I don't think it made the short list, which sucks, but what are you going to do? Anyway, guys, let's get into it. And I'm going to start off with the big categories first and go all the way down to the little ones like costume design and sound editing and all that, okay? So starting off with the big boy, Best Picture. Now, also, just keep in mind, these are the films I think are going to get nominated. It doesn't mean that I want all of these films to get nominated. For example, The Martian, in my opinion, is a great movie. I know I'm going to get hate for this. I know I'm going to get a lot of hate for this. I love that movie. It's great. Do I think it's one of the 10 best films of the year? No. That's just giving an example. So if you see The Martian in a lot of my picks, it's not because I want it to get nominated. It's what I think is going to get nominated. Okay, just to make that clear for you guys. But yeah, other than that, Everything, yeah, is what I think is going to get nominated. So Best Picture, getting into Best Picture. Now, they have the opportunity to nominate 10. However, I read an article saying this year, analysts are saying they think they're only going to nominate 5, which is bullshit. But they might do it. That said, I picked 10 films that I think could get nominated for Best Picture. My 10 picks are, let's see, we have Carol, The Martian, The Revenant, Hateful Eight, The Big Short, Steve Jobs, Brooklyn, Inside Out, Spotlight, and Room. Those are the 10 films I think have the best chances of getting Best Picture nominations. The one I'm a little skeptical of is Steve Jobs because of that whole thing with the box office. I know it'll get screenwriting love. I don't know if it'll get Best Picture love. Everything else, like The Martian, I think is a lock. Carol is definitely a lock. Spotlight's a lock. Everything else, I'm not really... The Big Short's been getting a lot of momentum, and I have not seen that movie. All those other movies I just mentioned, though, are absolutely well-deserving. Inside Out's a little bit of a long shot. I don't know if they'll go Best Picture. But they did it for Toy Story, with Toy Story 3 and Up. And in my opinion, Inside Out is just as good, if not slightly better than those movies. So, no, I love Up. What am I saying? I love Up. Up is just, like, beyond perfection. But, you know, it should happen. Inside Out was great. Now, a few films that I think are also incredibly deserving, and one film that I know you guys are going to be like, Mike, how'd you leave that off the list? Mad Max Fury Road, okay? I think George Miller will get the nom for Best Director. I really do. Do I think he's going to get Best Picture? I think it's very, very unlikely, because when was the last time we saw a freaking blockbuster nominated for Best Picture, okay? And a straight-up action movie. It's been a while. So Mad Max Fury Road is very unlikely for me. 3 other films that should and could sneak in. They made my top 10. Sicario, Bridge of Spies, and Creed. All 3 of those movies are probably going to get snubbed, though, which sucks. But we got to live with it. Moving on to Best Director. But yeah, those are my picks for Best Picture. Let me know what you think. Best Director, I think there's 3 locks here. Actually, no, I think 4 locks, and the other one, I'm not entirely sure. But I got Tom McCarthy for Spotlight, Alejandro Gonzalez Inarritu for The Revenant, Todd Haynes for Carol, Ridley Scott for The Martian, and George Miller for Mad Max Fury Road. Yes, I think Miller's going to I think he's going to get nominated. He got the Directors Guild Award nomination, producer, the film has been getting love. He's been being named as one of the best directors of the year by Critics List and everything, Guild Awards, all that crap. I really think he's going to get the nomination for Fury Road. I do. I really do. And I would not be disappointed with that at all. And yeah, Ridley Scott did a great job with The Martian. I don't think it's one of the best directed movies of the year. I personally would love to take him out, maybe, and put in either Lenny Abramson for Room. He's going to get snubbed. Denis Villeneuve, who still has not gotten nominated for an Oscar, moving on to his 3rd film in all 3 of his movies, Prisoners, Enemy, and now Sicario. They are all incredible in my opinion. He's going to get snubbed for Sicario. Ryan Coogler is going to get snubbed for the 2nd year in a row. For Creed, he got snubbed for Fruitvale Station. And Quentin Tarantino, man, I don't remember the last time he got a Best Director nomination. Probably Inglourious Basterds. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that, though. I think he should totally get nominated for The Hateful Eight, but we'll see. Another one that a lot of people are saying could sneak in, Adam McKay for The Big Short. Haven't seen it. And the only other person who could get a surprise nomination out of nowhere is probably Spielberg for Bridge of Spies. Moving on to Best Actor, I really think it's Leo's year. I do. Okay, I'm going to be honest. I do. So I think DiCaprio will get nominated for The Revenant, and I think he might even win. Apart from that, joining him, I think, will be Bryan Cranston for Trumbo, Michael Fassbender for Steve Jobs, Matt Damon for The Martian, and Eddie Redmayne for The Danish Girl. All good performance. I've only seen... the only one I have not seen there is Bryan Cranston in Trumbo, but I'm assuming he was magnificent. 3 guys who I feel should get nominated. I would honestly take Matt Damon out if it was me. Again, but that's just because it's not my favorite movie. Damon was great. He was. But I think there were 3 performances that deserve to be there a little bit more than Matt Damon does. I think more were demanded of them. Namely being Johnny Depp for Black Mass. I will be devastated, and I think he is going to be forgotten. But I will really be upset if he does get forgotten. And I know he's publicly came out and said, I don't care about the Oscars. I care that he gets nominated because I don't care for the guy. But he wowed me in Black Mass in that performance. So Michael B. Jordan's going to get snubbed again because it's Michael B. Jordan, and they love snubbing him because Fruitvale Station. And Samuel L. Jackson, who was fantastic in The Hateful Eight. He was incredible. Is probably going to get snubbed as well. 3 guys who could sneak in and take out either Eddie Redmayne or Fassbender maybe, I don't know, or Cranston, I don't know. Will Smith for Concussion, Christian Bale, and Steve Carell for The Big Short. Haven't seen those movies, though. Moving on, let's get into Best Actress. Again, I think this is another lock. I think this is Brie Larson's year. I think she's going to take it. But Brie Larson for Room, Cate Blanchett for Carol, Alicia Vikander for The Danish Girl, Jennifer Lawrence for Joy, and Saoirse Ronan for Brooklyn. Okay, a lot of people aren't sure if Vikander is going to get it for The Danish Girl. I think she was incredible. A lot of people are saying Charlotte Rampling for 45 Years, a very small movie, literally just came out last second, end of 2015. She could sneak in, but I don't know. I don't think it matters at this point because I think Larson's going to win. If that's the case, then I don't know. I personally feel Rooney Mara should get nominated for Best Actress because I feel she is just as much of a lead as Carol was. If not, she was the main character of the movie. I know the movie's called Carol and Cate Blanchett is Carol, but Rooney Mara, in my opinion, is the protagonist of that movie. I felt the film was rooted in her perspective for a good majority of it, so I think she should get Best Actress. I think Best Supporting Actress doesn't suit her, honestly, in my opinion. But that's me. Another one who's going to get snubbed, Emily Blunt for Sicario, is going to get snubbed because Sicario. Why not? Moving on to Best Supporting Actor. There is one person on this list that is a big, long shot. I don't think he's going to win. I want to see him nominated, though. I will genuinely get upset when I film my reaction tomorrow morning and he is not on the list for Best Supporting Actor. I kid you not, I'll be upset. Now, I'm a little uncertain about 2 names on this, and one of them is that one that I want to win or, get nominated, very importantly. So I have Mark Rylance for Bridge of Spies, Jacob Tremblay for Room, Sylvester Stallone for Creed, Michael Shannon for 99 Homes, and Tom Hardy for The Revenant. I am not sure of Tom Hardy. I put him in there because I'm really unsure of who's going to get that 5th spot. I think Michael Shannon, Stallone, and Rylance are a lock. But I put Tremblay on this list because, in my opinion, that's not only what I want to win, but in my opinion, that's one of the best supporting acting performances of the year. I don't remember the last time I was blown away by a kid in a movie. Oscars! Nominate the kid. Please. Okay, he deserves it. He absolutely freaking deserves it. Now, some person who should win the award, in my opinion, this was probably the best supporting actor performance I saw all year. He's not even going to get considered at all. My mouth will hit the floor if he gets nominated, but it's not going to happen. Michael Angarano for the Stanford Prison Experiment. Holy crap, the guy killed it, okay? Blew me out of the water. Absolutely deserving. 3 other guys who may sneak in. One of them is not going to get nominated because why not? Benicio del Toro for Sicario. He's not going to get nominated. But 2 others who could sneak in because they got Golden Globes, and I think SAG love. Idris Elba for Beasts of No Nation, and Paul Dano for Love and Mercy. So they could also sneak in as well. Also very good, who won't even get mentioned. No nominations. Ezra Miller in the Stanford Prison Experiment, and Kurt Russell in The Hateful Eight. They won't get nominated. Best Supporting Actress, this is very loose. I don't think this was an incredible year for supporting actresses. And I haven't... actually, I've seen all these movies except one. But I have Jennifer Jason Leigh for The Hateful Eight. She was okay. Rooney Mara for Carol, if she's looked at as supporting. Helen Mirren for Trumbo, haven't seen it. Alicia Vikander for Ex Machina, incredible performance. Kate Winslet for Steve Jobs, excellent performance, okay? Yeah, I could see them nominating Rooney Mara there, and I'm going to be very pissed about that, because in my opinion, she's a lead, but what are you going to do? The only person who I think could sneak in there, maybe kick out Alicia, Vikander is Jane Fonda for Youth, but I don't know. Moving on to Best Adapted Screenplay, I think most of these are a lock. Yeah, I'm pretty confident with actually all of these, I think. I have Emma Donoghue for Room, Adam McKay and Charles Randolph for The Big Short. This is Best Adapted Screenplay. This means they were based off books. Phyllis Nagy for Carol, Aaron Sorkin for Steve Jobs, and Drew Goddard for The Martian. The only person or film that I think could sneak on there and knock one of those out is Mark L. Smith and Alejandro Gonzalez Inarritu for The Revenant. Other than that, I think all of those other films are a lock to get Best Adapted Screenplay. I'm feeling very confident about that category. Everything on that list I think is deserving, though. I haven't seen Big Short, but The Martian had a great script. I'll be honest, it did, and I wouldn't be upset if that got nominated because it's all Matt Damon, so I got to give it to him. The dialogue was witty, it worked. There are other films I'd put there, of course, but I'm fine with that. Best Original Screenplay, I think Tarantino's going to frickin' win this, and I think he deserves to win this because the dialogue in The Hateful Eight is unbelievable. But Quentin Tarantino for The Hateful Eight, Tom McCarthy and Josh Singer for Spotlight, Joel and Ethan Coen and Matt Chairman for Bridge of Spies. That could win. Pete Docter, Meg LaFouve, and Josh Cooley for Inside Out. And this is a long shot, but I don't see anything else that could get nominated. Taylor Sheridan for Sicario. I think Sicario will get nominated for Best Original Script. Yeah, I think the two best scripts, original scripts, are The Hateful Eight and Bridge of Spies, in my opinion, because those films are solely based off dialogue. Spotlight, too, had an amazing screenplay as well. Inside Out, all those are great picks, great movies. Best Score. I love this category so much because I am so big on music, okay? I love following scores and composers throughout a year, so this category is important to me, but the 5 I think are going to get nominated. One I think I'm iffy on, but he should get nominated. The first one is Howard Shore for Spotlight. That's one I'm iffy on, but he should definitely get nominated. Ennio Morricone for The Hateful Eight. He might win. Excellent score. Alexandra Desplat for the Danish Girl. Okay score. Carter Burwell for Carol. Very good score. And Ryuichi Sakamoto and Alva Noto for The Revenant. That one I'm a little uncertain of as well. 2 men that should take out The Revenant and Alexandra Desplat, in my opinion. Michael Giacchino for Inside Out and Thomas Newman for Bridge of Spies. I think Thomas Newman should win his first damn score of his lifetime this Oscars. I will be pissed if he doesn't get nominated. I'm really hoping, because the score for The Revenant was okay, and the Danish Girl score was okay. Nothing about those scores blew me away. Bridge of Spies and Inside Out have 2 of the best scores of the year, in my opinion, which is why they should be on that list. Absolutely. A lot of people are saying John Williams could sneak in for Star Wars. That could totally happen. I wouldn't be surprised. Johan Johansson for Sicario. Alan Silvestri also gave one of the best scores of the year for The Walk. But that's probably not going to happen. The Walk, I don't think is going to get much love. Best song. This one, I literally just picked the same ones that the Golden Globes picked because I'm really not sure about best song. I'm always very uncertain about this category. But I totally see You Again getting nominated, and Love Me Like You, See You Again from Furious 7, Love Me Like You Do from 50 Shades of Grey. Writings on the Wall, although that just won the Golden Globe, a lot of people I don't think like that score, so maybe the Oscars will, that song, so maybe the Oscars won't recognize it, I don't know. And then I also picked One Kind of Love from Love and Mercy, and Simple Song No. 3 from Youth. Again, I haven't seen Youth, so I don't know, and I haven't seen Spectre and Love and Mercy. That was a good song from what I remember of it vaguely. See, that category is just like I don't really know what's gonna happen there. Best cinematography, I think I'm pretty solid on this. I actually really think that all the 5 nominees I picked not only deserve to be there, but are going to get nominated. First off, Emmanuel Lubezki is going to win. Okay, guys, let's face it. Lubezki will get his 3rd nomination, or I don't know how many he got before Gravity, but whatever. He will get this next nomination, and he will win for his 3rd year in a row. Trust me, guarantee it. It's happening. The only person who I think could beat him is Deakins for Sicario. And don't get me wrong, I would love to see Deakins finally take it. Okay, because I don't think he's ever won an Oscar, and it's insane seeing the number of films that he has shot and how amazing they all look, whether it's working with the Coen brothers or Villeneuve. Okay, the man is a master behind the camera. I would love to see it win for Sicario because the cinematography is kick-ass in that movie. But fucking Lubezki, man, he's gonna win. Okay, I really do. And then the other nominees, I think Carol will get nominated. Great cinematography. The Hateful Eight looked incredible on 70mm. That better get nominated. And Mad Max Fury Road, I think, will also sneak in there. The only films I think could maybe knock them out, Bridge of Spies, maybe, or Room, or The Walk even had great cinematography as well. Creed had good cinematography as well. Best Animated Feature, I picked the same as the Golden Globes, again, because I think these are the only 5 films that were the best of all the animated films we got in 2015. I picked Inside Out, Anomalisa, Shaun the Sheep movie, Peanuts movie, and The Good Dinosaur. Inside Out. It's between Inside Out and Anomalisa, and I think it's going to go to Inside Out because Inside Out's going to, I think, get a Best Picture nomination. I think if they do 8 or 10 nominees, but we'll see. Best Film Editing, I've got Mad Max Fury Road, Spotlight, The Martian, Carol, and The Revenant. Now, I picked those 5 specifically. Well, not counting Mad Max Fury Road. I picked the other 4 because I think they're all going to get Best Picture nominations, and traditionally, a film that gets nominated for Best Editing gets nominated for Best Picture, and what ends up winning Best Film Editing, although it's been disproven, does end up winning Best Picture. So I picked Spotlight because I think Spotlight's the front runner right now. That or the Revenant maybe. So I picked those 2 for film editing, and then Carol and The Martian I think are going to get nominated for Best Picture, which is why I picked them for editing. And then Fury Road, people are just, it was incredibly paced. It's a freaking 2-hour car chase, and it was fantastically cut together. So the only other 2 things I think could maybe sneak in Best Editing are The Hateful Eight and The Big Short, depending on if they get Best Picture noms. And maybe Sicario, maybe, but I don't think it's going to get a Best Picture nomination. Best Production Design, we have Bridge of Spies, usually like period pieces and films that, usually period pieces get nominated for these. So I have Bridge of Spies, The Revenant, Carol. Carol should probably win. Totally believe that movie was set and shot in the 50s. Brooklyn, and Mad Max Fury Road. Okay, because Mad Max Fury Road had the whole desert wasteland, and I think they shot most of it on location. And The Revenant was all on location, so that's going to get nominated for production design. The whole production team, in terms of putting everything together, in terms of setting and everything, that's production design. Maybe The Danish Girl could sneak in, or The Hateful Eight, or even The Martian. I'm not sure, though. Or Force Awakens. Best Costume Design. A few of these I'm not sure of. The Oscars, they could go whatever way. But I picked The Hateful Eight. I picked 5. I think they only do 3, though. But I picked 5. The Hateful Eight, The Danish Girl, excellent costumes in both of these movies. The Revenant, Star Wars, The Force Awakens, in my opinion, should definitely get nominated for costume. And Carol had very good costumes as well. Best Makeup and Hairstyling, I went with Joy as one of my first picks because David O. Russell's movies always get nominated for that. But I don't know. The Revenant and The Danish Girl. I'm really not sure about that category. I have no idea where they're going to go. Best Visual Effects, I think I'm feeling pretty good about the movies I picked for this. There's only one film I think that I would probably take out and might sneak in there. But I have Star Wars, The Force Awakens, Mad Max Fury Road, Jurassic World, The Revenant, and The Walk. Now, I think a lot of you are probably going to put The Martian in there instead of The Walk. In my opinion, The Walk made me lose my shit because of how amazing it looked. And it was basically green screen, okay? And it looked incredible. I think that film should get nominated. I think it's a travesty if it doesn't. But The Martian may sneak in. Or Age of Ultron, Avengers may sneak in. But we'll see. Best Sound Editing. The Best Sound Editing and Sound Mixing categories, I always get mixed up. I never know what's going to get what. I don't know. I literally just picked films that I think had good sound for these, so don't quote me on this. I always get them mixed up. Best Sound Editing, I went with Star Wars, The Force Awakens, Mad Max Fury Road, Sicario, Creed, and The Martian. Best Sound Mixing, I went with Star Wars, The Force Awakens, Mad Max Fury Road, The Martian, The Hateful Eight, and Creed. Okay, I really don't know what's going to go on with those. Best Sound Mixing usually delves into people with music. Or like it's good to like have like singing and like whatever in terms of sounds, because I know like Les Miserables was nominated for Best Sound Mix and probably won. Yeah, so that's usually what gets nominated there. But I can't think of a song that delved into music heavily. Maybe Straight Outta Compton, but I don't know. Yeah, I'm really not sure about that. But those are my predictions. That's every big category that I mentioned. And yeah, so in the end, I think just to wrap things up, I think the films that are going to dominate are Spotlight and The Revenant. I think those are going to be, you know how they have those news articles come out that say, oh, look, this film got nominated for 9 Oscars, or this film got nominated for 10 Oscars. I think that's going to be Spotlight and The Revenant that get nominated for all of those, especially The Revenant. And then I think Mad Max Fury Road's going to get a lot of love. If it gets Best Director, maybe it'll get Best Picture. But again, I just don't see the Academy as much as they have sticks up their asses. I don't see them nominating Fury Road for Best Picture. I'd love it to happen, but I just don't know how possible it'll be. Especially if they do 5, it's definitely not going to happen, I don't think. But we'll see. I think Room's gonna get a lot of love, and I think it absolutely deserves it. The Martian will definitely get a lot of love. Hateful Eight should get screenplay love, and then I think Sicario will get technical love. Revenant will get technical love. The Walk should get technical love. Force Awakens, all visual effects and all those kinds of categories, I think will get technical love. But we'll see. We will all see come tomorrow morning. So, guys, that is it. Those are my final predictions for the 2016 Oscars. Guys, they get announced tomorrow morning. I am beyond excited. I love this time of the year because I love doing that reaction video for you guys. So I will watch them, and I will film my reaction. I will upload it tomorrow as soon as I can. Guys, let me know all of your, or some of your Oscar predictions for this Oscar season down below in the comments. Let me know your final ones down below. Thank you, as always, so much for watching, guys, and I will see you tomorrow morning with my Oscar reactions video. Bye-bye, guys.